Most people applying to business school don't actually need an MBA. And for a lot of those people, an MBA is a $200,000 mistake. Like I talked about in my last video, most people don't need an MBA. That said, there are 6 types of applicants for whom the MBA is truly a career cheat code. Welcome back to MBA Monday. I'm Angela, the founder of Career Protocol. I'm an MBA coach, I'm a career coach, and I am here to help you make good choices in your career. Given that an MBA is going to cost anywhere from $200,000 to $250,000 plus all the lost earnings that you'll have during your 2 years of study, it's best to get this decision right. Today, I'm going to help you figure out if you are one of the types of people who truly needs an MBA to advance your career. All right, let's get into it. Number 1, the career switcher. Some studies have shown that up to 82% of MBAs at top schools are trying to make a radical career pivot. This is the type of MBA candidate that needs the degree the absolute most. If you want to pivot industries, like going from engineering to investment banking, or from the military to consulting, then an MBA acts as a structured rebranding tool. It opens doors to new career opportunities, and it totally restructures how the market will view you as an applicant with a top MBA, especially the likes of Harvard, Stanford, Wharton, or Booth on your resume. These schools provide recruiting pipelines, a brand reset, a robust alumni network, and even career support to help you make a huge career pivot. Without an MBA, that pivot can be much harder. You might find that companies will reject your resume out of hand because it doesn't have the exact right experience that they're looking for. They may decide that you're not senior enough, you're not experienced enough, you're not a generalist enough. You don't have a skill set that's perfectly aligned with the one that they're looking for in an industry that's totally different from your own. The MBA resets the playing field and allows you to move forward with a change that could even include all 3 directions of industry, function, and geography. So if you're someone that has big career dreams that are taking you in a totally different direction from the road you've traveled thus far, the MBA might not only be a valuable next step, it might actually be an essential next step. Career pivoters are who I built MBA Protocol for. So if you identify with that motivation for applying to business school, consider joining our applicant community, the MBA Momentum Club. In April, we'll be working in a small group to help you choose the right portfolio of schools to apply to truly advance your career in the direction that you want it to go. Second type of candidate who probably does truly need an MBA is the investment banking or management consulting aspirant. Investment banking and management consulting still hire the lion's share of MBA graduates, with the total number of graduates going into these industries from top programs totaling up to 50% from some of the top schools. It's also true that firms like McKinsey, BCG, where I used to work and recruit MBAs, and Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and all the other elite professional services firms make it very difficult to even get an interview at those firms if you're not coming out of an educational program, either your undergraduate degree or an advanced degree, with a huge percentage of their hires every year coming from top MBA programs. So if you didn't already enter one of those industries when you graduated from your undergraduate institution and you want to make a move into banking or consulting, then the MBA is very likely the cleanest entry point at the associate level. It is possible to get there without an MBA because all of these firms make lateral hires or hire from other firms within their own industry. But to make a radical move from, say, engineering or accounting or even tech into banking or consulting is going to be much easier with an MBA, and especially an MBA from a top school. If you want to look and see where all of these top banking and consulting firms hire their MBA graduates from, head on over to the link on the screen and grab our free MBA career placement report, which is the most in-depth analysis of where MBAs go to work from all of the top schools. The third candidate that truly does need an MBA is the prestige leverage seeker. Some careers truly do reward institutional prestige signaling. So if someone lacks an elite undergraduate pedigree, they come from an unrecognized brand company, or wants access to powerful networks, an MBA upgrades perception quickly. Candidate type 4, who probably needs an MBA, is the corporate climber in traditional companies. In fields like healthcare administration, large industrial companies, certain Fortune 500 corporate ladders, an MBA is sometimes unofficially required to reach the executive track. This, by the way, is the type of candidate who's most likely to benefit from a part-time MBA program, an executive MBA program, or even an online MBA program where the career pivoting potential is not amplified because their intention is to stay in their current role, in their current company, or at the very least in their current industry and function. The fifth type of candidate who might truly need an MBA is the immigrant seeking U.S. career access. For international professionals, a U.S. MBA resets credentials, provides OPT pathways, and opens recruiting channels that would otherwise be closed. This, by the way, is one of the most common and legitimate reasons to pursue an MBA in a country other than the one that you've currently built your career in. This is also why European programs are seeing increases in applications as the European job market becomes even more attractive to applicants coming from other geographies. And finally, the sixth applicant who might well need an MBA is the person who needs truly structured business education to reach the next level. This includes people who come from highly technical backgrounds, who may be engineers or operators or scientists or coders, who have experience with the substance of the work in their field, but have no exposure to management, strategy, finance, and decision-making in their field. These are the people who want confidence in executive decision-making so that as they do climb the ladder in their current industry, or perhaps return to candidate type 1 and make a pivot, they are confident and prepared to lead in a completely new context, separate from the technical details that they have already mastered on the job. And while all the skills that MBA programs teach can be taught in books, there really is no substitute for the compressed general management toolkit that the MBA provides, especially when you add to it the brand and credential reset that the MBA provides, the halo that it adds to your resume, and the network that it opens to you for sourcing new job opportunities now and in the future. I've been helping people get into business school for 18 years, and I've helped thousands of people pivot their careers through the MBA. These are the 6 types of MBA applicants that, in my experience, truly need an MBA. But what do you think? Did I leave some out? Are you coming from a different category of applicant and you feel like you truly do need an MBA, but you're not one of the 6 that I described? I would love to hear from you, so please leave me a comment. And likewise, if you do identify with one of these 6 applicant types, leave me a comment about that as well. If you're one of the 6 type of applicants who needs an MBA, this channel, my whole career, is at your disposal. I will be here next week to talk about some other MBA related topic to help you on your MBA journey. If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and I'll be right back next week to help you along the way of your career through the MBA. If you want to check out my video in which I give a very different hot take and say who doesn't need an MBA, check out this video right here. The MBA an MBA upgrades resets